looking at other people's writing, such as the work of Mary Shelley, Agatha Christie, and stealing entire sentences, entire text blocks, and rearranging them in ways that create something new, something familiar, but somehow disorienting. That suddenly Agatha Christie's books aren't about murders, they're about time, or they're about correspondence, or they're about the way we actually think of writing.
Okay. So you said very specifically there, stealing
Yes.
works. Is it important for it to be stealing rather than borrowing? Do you see it as theft
Well,
or reinterpretation?
I think that, no, in some cases it's out and out theft.
Okay.
Some cases, great artists, good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Very true.
I was looking at, there's a quote by John Updike that he doesn't read to learn, he reads to steal.
Okay.
And I actually think that that sense of ownership, that kind of propriety around words is a very troubling one, that we actually look at gatherings of words as our own.
Okay.
That if these words in this order are in my book, they're mine.
Yeah.
Now, if a musician samples a beat and turns it into something new, we don't consider that theft, we consider that sampling.
Okay.
But if a writer does that with somebody else's words, takes half a dozen words, puts them without quotation marks over here, that's not sampling, that's plagiarism.
Okay.
That's not a creative means of remixing the culture we already have. That's somehow seeing as cheating.
All right.
And I'm very interested in that kind of the poetics of cheating.
Okay.
The poetics of using language in a way that we're not expecting.
So do you own your own work?
Well, my publisher believes that I do. But no, I in fact am not particularly interested in owning this material. I think that I've just sampled from the stew. And I think that as readers, if we can do the same thing, actually, I think that the best way of reading is writing. So if you're going to take this work, take it home and read it, interpret it, reinterpret it. What would you do with this material? This is, instead of looking at the painting, look at the paint.
Okay.
Instead of looking at the story, look at the words on the page. What would you do if you had that? That's what interests me as a writer.